Right, another day in paradise. We've got the disc valve Sunbeam finish, 1930 disc valve. It was bought from a deceased estates, the whole lot, and that's the valve opening there, opening, close. So that's how the disc valve operates. Was never very successful for some reason with 4 strokes, but all the 2 strokes today, especially the racers, all use disc valves. So maybe it should be further explored. Then we come to this side here. This is the drive side for the disc valve. We've got a pressure gauge on here to see what the oil pressure is. These are the oiling systems here. I've just put clear pipes on here so that we can see that the oil's circulating and everything's working, and then we'll put the reinforced black oil pipes. Hand change again, 1930. It's nice the way that gear lever goes up inside the knee pad. Nice little rev counter. Very period levers. I'm always very pleased with those levers. They're quite difficult to come by. Nice little racing pad on the back. There we go, Sunbeam, 1930.
Okay, the 1935 Triumph 6.1, all complete now and runs quite sensibly. There's a little bit of fine tuning to do, which I've been doing a bit this morning. A small oil leak I rectified, but it's turned out, as you can see, quite nice. It's quite a docile bike to ride, although it's a 650. It's got plenty of torque, but it's not a high revving sporty bike. Yeah, Val Page designed, I think we mentioned before. He moved from Ariels to Triumph in 1932. This is a 35 model. The very last of them, they had foot gear change. This is hand change. It wasn't high production. They weren't a commercial success for Triumph. I think they were launched at the wrong time with the financial state of the country. So everything conspired against them as far as sales were concerned. But its first Triumph parallel twin before Edward Turner, because he was reputed for the Triumph twin, but his design was totally different. You can see Val Page's Ariel influence in the shape of the castings for the head and barrel, and the rocker gear, all very much like Ariel's, obviously because you come from that environment. Interesting oil system, you've got an oil pressure indicator in the tank. When the engine's running, that little black button rises to show that you've got oil pressure, because the big end bearings are plain bearings, so it's important that you've got pressure. And this is an extra oil tank which was added to give more oil capacity and to help cool the oil which is in the sump of the engine. This little tank pressurizes, and then that little plunger that indicates is a takeoff from this little tank. So it's a little bit unusual. Nice original inverted levers.
That's right, coming up.
And the throttle is integral with the handlebars. And also the ignition advanced retard, which was a common practice at this time, not just with Triumphs, but a lot of the manufacturers. Mm-hmm. They incorporated that into the handlebars as well, as opposed to a lever. But if you remember from earlier presentations, we've got double helical gears for the primary drive, so the engine runs backwards. Very expensive to produce, I should imagine, and very advanced for the time. Other than that, we've got the handbrake, which I think may have been demonstrated before. I'll show you again. That locks on the rear brake and also the front brake, because the brakes are actually linked, which again was advanced for the time. But because this bike was really designed for hauling sidecars, they've incorporated this parking brake. So if you're put on an incline, you can put the brakes on.
Here we go. Should be first kick, I think.
What's this morning?
You better cut.
Here's the valve gear.
we've got a 3-speed gearbox. It's hand change again. We're using the auxiliary tank because we don't want to put fuel in the main tank. Right, we've got some new t-shirts designed by Matt. There's yours truly at Bultaco riding trial section. See, it's a highboy frame with a sump shield there. This is Miller on the Honda, the RC 181, the 504. Great bike to ride. And that's another Bultaco one there, 1968. Quite a successful year. Follow the experts. There's Miller riding over a car. First man in the world to ride over a motor car. That's another nice one there. So if you want to go online, there we go. Cheers.